You guys won't believe the only way that Tekashi 6ix9ine will be free from being locked up. Now make sure you guys watch this video fully through so then you guys know everything that's going on with him. And also make sure you guys leave a like on this video right now if you guys are a fan of 6ix9ine. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you would like to join our iPhone X giveaway as well. Now, lots of things have been going on lately with Tekashi 6ix9ine, which could lead to him quitting music here in the near future, unless what we have to talk about today ends out working out for him. Today we're going to be going over the reasons on how Tekashi 6ix9ine can be let free from being locked up. I really hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I really hope all the ways that Tekashi 6ix9ine could be free actually works, because I am a fan of Tekashi 6ix9ine and I really do not like seeing him being locked up in a cell. Now, the first way that 6ix9ine could be let free is if the petition that thousands of fans signed works in court. Now, someone created a petition for 6ix9ine to be let free from being locked up, because then it'll help show the judge that 6ix9ine has a good public presence and that he does a lot for the community. So him being locked up isn't good. Hundreds of thousands of fans signed this petition, hoping that the judge of 6ix9ine's new case will see the impact that he had on the community, and how many fans that are actually out here giving him support, and hopefully the judge will be a kind-hearted person and maybe let him free so then he can continue to create music for all of his fans. Now, the next way that he'll be let free is if the $1.5 million bail package that him and his team of lawyers are putting together for the case actually ends up working. Now, this package is not only gathering a lot of money for this bail, but they're also bringing out a lot of evidence showing that he's not the one who did all of these crimes, which is a very important thing for this case, because if you are unaware, the judge for the case that was originally picked is no longer on it. It's a whole completely new judge, so this is pretty much like a clean slate for Tekashi 6ix9ine for this case. So Tekashi 6ix9ine bringing out a $1.5 million bail package plus a petition signed with hundreds of thousands of fans' signatures to a new judge is a very good thing for 6ix9ine. And I'm actually very excited to see how it all plays out, because this could actually work. Now, we just went over the reasons on how Tekashi 6ix9ine could be let free from being locked up. But in case you guys kind of are unaware, we should probably talk about the reasons on why he got locked up as well. So that way we can, compare the two, if what he did is so bad that he won't be let free. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So let's jump straight into why Tekashi 6ix9ine is locked up and what could possibly happen to his music career if he doesn't be free right now. Is just because of all the legal issues surrounding his name right now, including how he could possibly being locked up for 20 plus years. Now, if you guys haven't heard as of lately, Tekashi 6ix9ine and his whole team have been locked up on some very serious charges that could keep him locked up for many, many years, which in the end would be ending his rap career, so he would never be making music again unless he could find some way to make music while being locked up, whether that's through, an iPod that gets sneaked in, but that's pretty much the only way he would ever be able to make music again. Now, the charges being held on him currently are all federal, and he pleaded non-guilty to them, which would make the trial start in September of 2019. And currently, at the time of this recording, he has no bail set, so he'll have to be sitting locked up in a cage for the next few months, which for a rapper who I believe doesn't have any songs pre-recorded, this could be a very scary thing, because if you have no music to put out while being away, then your career could end as fast as it started. Just because some people are going to start forgetting about you, and people will start to lose interest in you because you're not putting out new music. Since there'll be lots of other rappers as well putting out music trying to take your spot, that's really not going to help Tekashi 6ix9ine at all. And I'm definitely sure that 6ix9ine does not have any pre-recorded music, so this could be a very bad situation. If he is found guilty of all the things that are being held against him, he will be locked up for almost the rest of his life, sources are saying right now. So this could be a very scary situation for Tekashi 6ix9ine. But one thing that has been said by his team of lawyers is that 6ix9ine is working with the police and giving them all the information that they need to pin the case on other people. So if you guys don't really know or understand what I'm talking about right now, he's providing the police information showing that it wasn't him doing all this stuff that's being held against him. So in other words, he's basically snitching in, other words. Now this can go one to two ways for 6ix9ine. He can either have all the charges that were placed on him erased and dropped because he's proving to the police that it wasn't him doing this stuff, or he's going to have bad things happen to him for snitching on his team, which if you guys know anything about what happens to people when they snitch on their team and things like that, it's not going to end well at all. It's actually very crazy to even think that 6ix9ine could be snitching on his team just because of the way he was raised and where he grew up. If you guys do know or don't know, Tekashi 6ix9ine grew up in a very bad neighborhood. Him and his family weren't, well off by any means. He would go to school and some of his classmates threw out shoes in the dumpster and his mom saw them. She would then pick them up, give them to Tekashi to wear to school. And then when he wore them to school the next day, a kid noticed that he was wearing his shoes that he threw out from the night prior. So, things like that could really hurt a kid's confidence. It is pretty crazy that Tekashi 6ix9ine has been able to bounce back from having such a rough childhood. It actually is kind of, motivating a little bit, to show that even if things are tough right now, you can always come back and do better things. So that is also really cool. So even if he is snitching, it's just probably because he wants to go out and live a life. There's no life, worth spending if you're just going to be locked up in a cage. And 6ix9ine probably realizes that, he does have a daughter and things like that. So the last thing that he probably wants right now is to be sitting in a cage. Now, jumping into the next reason on why Tekashi 6ix9ine could be quitting rap in the future is just because of his style of music. Now, it's no secret that people get bored or sick of listening to the same style of music, or even the same music artist for that matter, over and over again. Now, this happens to many music artists. It's kind of like just a cycle where they'll all fall off because they keep making the same sounding music over and over again. And then it just starts like a downwards trend for people to stop listening to your music just because it is, in fact, the same thing over and over again. And I kind of feel like that's what's going to happen with 6ix9ine. Sure, he is kind of still a newer artist. He's only been around for about a year with his first hit being Gummo. But people are already getting annoyed of his music because of a lot of his songs have the same flow and similar beats to them. If you go back and listen to, the new album he just dropped, Dummy Boy, there actually is quite a lot of, new style of music in that, but the songs didn't really, bang like his old songs did. I'm not sure if, I'm pretty sure only a few of them even hit Billboard, or even, I don't even know if any of them hit Billboard, but there is a couple on Dummy Boy that hit Billboard because it was released as a single and not in the album itself. And that's what I'm talking about, where 6ix9ine, a lot of his songs that hit Billboard, if you go listen to them, sure, there's that Spanish song, and then there's two of them, I think, where he's not yelling. The ones that he's yelling is the exact same thing over and over again. Even some of the lyrics are the same. And I'm not really I'm not out here hating on him at all. I am a fan of his music. I do enjoy listening to it. But it is kind of one of those things where if you don't start changing up some things, your music career could end a lot faster than you might think. I do have to admit though, the songs where he's not screaming and he's doing just a regular voice, those songs are really good. I do have to give it to him, like the song Gotti. That's one of my favorite songs on my phone right now. I do listen to that song quite a bit actually. And I don't know if it's just me, or because I've also seen a lot of other people saying this on Twitter and Instagram and things like that, but a lot of people are saying Tekashi 6ix9ine is falling off. I don't necessarily think he's falling off by any means. It's just his music is getting really repetitive, and a lot of his plays really come from his internet trolling and things like that, because his name is constantly trending on Twitter, Instagram, practically any social media, just because of the funny things that he does, or he starts beef with other rappers and things like that. So his name is constantly trending on Twitter and everything, so that's why his music gets so many plays. And even for just an aspiring music artist, if you are one of them watching this video, you can't just upload music and expect it to go viral. You need to go out and put yourself out there first. That's why a lot of people start as Instagram comedians or something like that, like Supreme Patty as an example. He did all those, you know, funny videos, and now he's just starting to get into rap. Because if you build up a fan base and then start making music, it's going to be a whole lot easier for you. Now, I am going to be ending the video here. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure you guys comment down below your favorite Tekashi 6ix9ine songs, and if you do so, you will be entered for the giveaway. Anyways, peace out.